Well, hello again. We're going to go ahead and try something I learned in the last video via the comments, starting with Harry Hall. A couple others also said the same thing, but I think Harry was the first one to chime in with what I believe is the answer. We need to get this cradle right here. This is called, above this line is the pickup arm cradle, and it moves back and forth, and it's supposed to go from here all the way over to here. That screw is right there. We've already discussed this in the last video. And it won't go, of course. You know, it just wants to sit there no matter what I did. So Harry said, what you got to do, John, is you got to fire this baby up, get it scanning to the left and then the right. And when it's scanning from the left side to the right side, around midway, you go ahead and flip up this release lever right there. And what that'll do is that's supposed to cause the cradle to go to the left, or enable me to move it to the left. It's just said it'll go to the left. Well, you know, we're going to give that a try in a minute. But first, I want to cover one thing outside the realm of what we're doing here. It's about that Zenith radio. I told you that I was going to go ahead and use a copper cap WX5 in place of the rectifier, which was the 6X5 GT. You know, the GT would probably be all right. I just don't want to chance it. You know, this thing is going to be given to someone. I don't need a problem. You know, I'd rather have something in there that looks good, does the job, and only costs a few bucks. And you know, I feel safer at night knowing that I gave someone a product that was, you know, won't burn his house down or won't start smoking, you know, while he's listening to it, that sort of thing. Well, old Brendan chimed in and said, no, I don't believe what you're saying. I can't believe what you're doing. He's well, you don't need a copper cap for that. All you need to do is take a tube socket. This is the tube socket that I removed the 6X5 GT out of. He said, just put in a couple of diodes and a resistor and then just plug it in. He said those copper caps are inferior to that sort of setup inside the tube socket. Yeah. You know, we went back and forth on several emails for that. You know, I bought those copper caps before, used them, and I thought they were great. But he says, no, it's actually inferior. Well, the way I see it, you know, almost always Brendan comes around to my way of thinking. That's just the way it's been between us. You know, if I say something, he usually pretty much kowtows. You know, okay, I give up. You're right, as usual. I think that's the way it is. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know, I would much rather have the copper cap because it looks a whole lot better inside the radio and it still does the job. And even if, and he said it's a lot cheaper to do it this way too. Well, I know that. Okay, I know that. Stick a couple of diodes in there and a resistor. I want to go with the copper cap and we'll see what happens, you know. So the whole point of this, what I'm trying to tell you here, is that there are other opinions on this, okay? Mine is not the only opinion. He doesn't think the copper caps are superior to this kind of setup with this here. There may be others out there who feel the same way. Don't take my word as the only way of doing things. That's the way I do it. I want to do that radio by putting in a solid state rectifier. Okay, let's get back to this. What I'm going to do here is, when I first came out here, I couldn't believe it. I fired it up. And I hit the old scan, you know, I went to the scan position on my service switch, and it sat there. It didn't do a thing. I said, oh, what's going on here? It was just playing, you know, and I just go back and forth just 24 hours ago. Now it just sits there. It just goes clunk, 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 no matter how many times I hit it. Well, I kept messing around with it. It might have been the cold weather. I turned the heater off in here the other night, and it got really cold. So, well, really cold by our standards. And maybe it didn't want to function after that. I don't know. But I came out today, and I've been really messing with it. And I went back to a couple of the previous adjustments. It may have had something to do with, you know, putting that Tormat memory unit in. Maybe when I tipped up the whole unit, it threw something out of whack. And when I brought it back down. Anyway, let's see if old Harry Hall's idea of flipping up the release mechanism when it's scanning from left to right. Now, I assume this is the left to him, okay, as you're facing down from the top of the jukebox. So, let's see what happens. Now, according to him, all I have to do is flip that lever up. Now, you guys keep your eye on that. Nothing happened. Harry, what's going on here? Nothing happened, my friend. Let's see if I can even get it to finish a scan here. It'll probably be locked up again on me. I hope not. Back this light off here a little bit. Oh, here we go again. There we go. Okay. See, that thing's not moving at all. It's supposed to move. I must be doing something wrong. I can't think of what could be the problem. It's working great. I just can't get that. I have to get this thing to the left. The first adjustment procedure says to make sure that happens. Okay, looks like this is going to be a really short video because I can't go any further. I just can't. Now I could mess around with a cabinet, I guess, and put a couple of things in, but that's, you know, that's a minor item. We're trying to get this thing to play. You know, I've been tempted to try something though. I've been tempted to put a record in there and try to get it to play after we've made all of our adjustments so far. I tell you what, let's just do that rather than cut this thing off right now. Let's see if we can get it to pick up a record and start playing. Alright, here we go. I got a record in B7. Let's go ahead and put some money in this sucker. If we can at least get some money in. I don't know. Let's see if the light goes on when I hit it. Yes, we are. It says make your selection. Alright, I got B7. I've got that in. Let me make doubly sure I've got it in B7. That's right. So let's go B7. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Do your thing. Nothing so far. At least it's moving. That's more than it's been doing. Well, it bypassed it. Well, that's better than it was doing. I'm going to hook up that ground now. Alright, second try. The ground wire is hooked up and I realized I hadn't connected the pulse amplifier wire up from the toroid memory unit. So now it's hooked up. Okay, here we go again. For some reason she's energized and I don't know why. Anyway, here we go with B7. The light's lit, that's probably why. Let me go ahead and clear the credit unit. I want to make sure all the little tabs are where they're supposed to be. And then we'll stick our record in B7 and give it another shot. Come on, baby, stop like you're supposed to. Oh wow, she's stopping way up there. Maybe it'll straighten itself out here in the second go around. Put it in from the rear, I guess. Alright, here goes. Try it again. Sorry I'm moving around a lot, but this is what I have to do. The whole time, you know, you guys never see a lot of this moving around I have to do. Might as well let you see what goes on behind the scenes a little bit. Alright, the money's in. B7. Let's see what happens now. If it don't work, we'll go ahead and end the video. And it's not working. Come on, come on. One last chance, buddy. That's it. That's all you're going to get. Just bypassed it. Alright. Oh well, so much for that. But our light is still lit. Let's try it again and give it all the juice we got. B7. At least it's working now when we press the buttons. You know, now that's a big step forward. It really is. I'm going to watch a movie tonight. I'm going to sit in the house and drink coffee and watch a movie and forget all about this thing for a while. Although it, well, it just quit. It never did move to the left, guys. The cradle. I don't know what's going on. The cradle just never moved to the left. So something is holding it, keeping it from happening. Give me your suggestions. Should I just go ahead and start the alignment procedure or the adjustment procedure on this portion and kind of do it as in the right hand position and see what happens? Is there something that you know, Harry, that is causing that thing not to slide back and forth? Because I just cannot get that thing to go at all. All right. Until next time, guys. This is John.